Well, as you saw from the thumbnail, these are some crazy characters that we're getting from Mcfarlane for the DC Multiverse. And as always, take it with a grain of salt. These are not confirmed by Mcfarlane. As always, we're gonna start with the live action figures. First off, here we have it's Supergirl from the upcoming Supergirl movie. But I don't know if Mcfarlane's gonna get ahead and actually give us Supergirl from the Superman movie where she comes out at the end. So that could be the case, but I have heard them already talk about doing some stuff for the Supergirl movie. So I don't know, maybe they're already working on it and they're ready to put it out for next year. All of these figures are supposed to be coming out next year. Next up for we have is also Lobo from the Supergirl movie. Both of these are gonna be theatrical edition, so most likely we're gonna come with more accessories. And yes, I know these images are fake. These are just for references, so you guys have an idea of what's coming out. Here we also have is Superman from Christopher Reeve. This one's a bit confusing because as you all know, we already have a Christopher Reeve Superman figure. But this time around it's supposed to be a theatrical edition. It's pretty much the same thing as a collection edition, but as you all know, the recent one that we got was from Batman Returns, which was a theatrical release. And as you can see, the box is different. It has like a better packaging, I would say. So I really don't have an idea what's gonna be the difference. Probably a soft goods clothing, because that was rumored a long time ago. I don't know if I have talked about this, but we were supposed to be getting a soft goods clothing instead of the sculpted version we got. But that was gonna be more like for a play set, which again we never got. So yeah, overall, hopefully there's something different about this figure and not just a re-release. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be happy about getting a re-release of this figure for the people that missed out. But anyways, here we have is Joker from Batman 89. Now this is the one you should take with a grain of salt more than all of these. This one, I have no idea why this guy is on the list. It does come from a reliable source, but I don't know. I really don't believe we're getting a Batman 89 Joker with all the problems that apparently Mcfarlane said in an interview, which I'm gonna put here.
Jack Nicholson Joker, 89 Joker.
Yeah, I'm trying to think I think, don't quote me, I think that the issue with that is that they never got the rights. They never got his rights.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing likenesses of people, you obviously have to get the character approval, which is what we do because we have the contract. But depending on how they negotiated, if they did, the likeness to be able to exploit the actual actors, because we've run into that with a couple of things over the years, where they just go, you can't make that person, right? Yeah. Again, technically, I guess I could just go to Mr. Nicholson's group and see if they would. You got to stay away. It can't be them.
Okay.
And that's a little bit of a balancing act. So we'll see. I'll ask them again, see if they're comfortable with it.
All right.
And yeah, that interview is recently. It's like from New York Comic Con. So yeah, this guy being on this list kind of blew my mind a little bit, because again, I don't really believe that he's coming out, but apparently from this reliable source says that it is coming out. So I don't know. And weirdly enough, this was not labeled as a theatrical. It's just labeled, I believe, as a collection edition. So I don't know what's going on here. That's probably how they're gonna do it. They're probably gonna give us a head sculpt that doesn't look like Jack Nicholson, but one that looks almost like it, or inspired by a comic book, because I did hear them say that they could probably do that. Yeah, I really doubt we're gonna get a spot on Jack Nicholson Joker. I think as long as we get the body mode, I think people will be happy about it. I think people will understand Mcfarlane that about the head sculpt, that they couldn't get the rights. So yeah, don't have high hopes about this figure being perfect, because I'm pretty sure the head sculpt's gonna be bad on purpose. So yeah, because of how much Jack Nicholson wants from his likeness, I believe it's like 1 million. I think that's how much he wants, 1 million for his likeness. That's crazy. But yeah, anyways, next up we have is another Joker, and it's Joker from The Dark Knight. Now again, with Christopher Reeve, we have already got this figure, but I don't believe it was a collection edition or theatrical edition. I believe this was theatrical. So who knows? I don't know if it's gonna be like a police officer of Joker, or it's gonna be the nurse Joker. I think those two were pretty cool to add to the collection here. but they don't really specify. It just says Joker from the Dark Knight. So I don't know if it's gonna be like soft goods, leather jacket, I guess, or better head sculpts, more face plates for it, or accessories. I don't know. I have no idea. We're just speculating here. Next up we have are the No More DC Multiverse live action figures. Here we have is obviously Brandon Routh Superman from Superman Returns. I know this is a very popular one and I've already seen people get excited for this one. So am I. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one and we will have to wait and see how that head sculpt looks. But like I said, sadly, this is just a normal DC Multiverse release. It's not a theatrical or a collection edition. It's just a normal DC Multiverse. So don't expect this figure to come with a lot of accessories. But I do hope that Mcfarlane actually gives us a wire cape with this one. Recently, Mcfarlane has been doing a horrible job with the wire capes. They give us the capes, but not the wires in it. So I don't know what's going on. That's just something that I'm hating right now on Mcfarlane not giving us the actual wired in the cape. They just give us the cape that looks like it's wired. And continuing with the Superman, here we have it's Henry Cavill's Superman. Now this one, I have an idea of what it's gonna be from what I've been told a long time ago when the BVS wave came out. And it is that this version might be the angry version, where he has his laser beams in one of those shots in BVS. And I think that was supposed to be a light up edition, like you were able to press a button and light him up. I have vivid memory of it. I don't know if that was the case or if that was for the armor version of Batman. I think it was for the armor version of Batman, not the Superman. But there was a light up edition. I just don't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was for both of them or just Batman. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the angry version of Henry Cavill. But I could be wrong. This is just me guessing. But yeah, we're gonna be getting a single release of Superman. Well, it is another one. It is another one because we got one from the Target exclusive, which obviously that was a single release. But hopefully this one comes with a actual wire cape. Another interesting figure here we have that I have not talked about. It is Supergirl from the CW. So yeah, this one's a bit crazy. They're finally gonna be doing Supergirl from the CW. Well, that's if this ends up being true, because as you know, we have not gotten a CW figure for quite a while. The only ones we have gotten was Flash and Green Arrow. Nothing else, just those two. And I guess it is good that they're making Supergirl at least, just to have at least a Trinity there, which I like to call them the Trinity from the TV, because those are the only three characters I watch the most from all the other shows. But please tell me you're gonna be doing the skirt version and not the other suit they gave her later in the seasons, which is not bad, but the skirt one is the one that I like the most, because obviously that's the one more accurate to the comic books. So don't try to be unique and give us that other version of Supergirl. I want the skirt version. And don't lie to me, I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure most of you guys also want the skirt version of this Supergirl. And hopefully, as always with all these live action figures, I hope all the head sculpts look pretty good. And that's pretty much it for live action. Going back to the collection edition, here we have is Black Canary, which should not be a surprise at this point because I've already talked about her for quite a while. So yeah, this one just confirms that we're going to be getting a Platinum edition of her. So let me know down in the comments what do you guys think will be the Platinum edition of Black Canary. Here we also have is Supergirl first appearance. She will also come with a Platinum variant. And finally but not least, for the collection edition, here we have is Vigilante, which I'm pretty sure most of you know him from the Justice League Unlimited. That's where I know him mostly from. So yeah, I'm kind of happy that we're getting a Vigilante, not gonna lie, just based on that episode that I saw him in. Now heading back to the DC Multiverse, here we have is Batman Hush 2, based on the recent Batman Hush 2 comic book, obviously. And I've noticed that this version of Batman comes with the yellow symbol sometimes. All I've seen so far are the comic book covers. I have not actually read the comic. I've just seen the covers, and in some of them he comes with a yellow symbol. So I'm guessing that might be the way Mcfarlane will probably do it. They're probably going to give us the same Batman Hush body mode and just add the yellow logo in it. That's just my guess. I don't know if Mcfarlane is going to actually give us this time around a wire cape. A actual wire cape. Let's move on before I get mad again. Here we also have is Damian Wayne as Batman. And I'm hoping it's this version of Damian Wayne and not this version, the one with the yellow bat symbol. I think the other one looks much better than the yellow bat symbol. We also have here is 90s Batman, which we still don't know which version of Batman they're talking about. Some people even told me that he might be referring to a 90s Batman where he's old, which I don't believe so. I think it is referring to a comic book in the 90s of Batman. But with this one we have to wait and see what's really happening here. Continuing with the Batman stuff, here we have is Batman as White Lantern, and apparently he's gonna be a red platinum. I'm kind of sad that that's the case because the other ones were available, especially the Green Lantern one. The Green Lantern was available everywhere. Anybody could buy it from GameStop, Target, Best Buy, and the other one was a Target exclusive, I believe. I think it was the Sinestro version. But this time around it looks like this version of Lantern Batman is gonna be a red platinum, so you might be able to pre-order it at GameStop, but I don't know if that's the case, or you have to wait and see if you can find it in stores. Here we also have is Shazam, which is gonna look a lot like the version that we got, which was a Page Punchers. This one I believe is a DC Multiverse, and this is most likely to show you guys that you're gonna be getting another chance to get at least a proper Shazam. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be exactly the same. There's going to be something different because that's what Mcfarlane does. They always like to do something different with figures that are almost the same. But overall, I'm really hyped to get another chance at getting a Shazam. So hopefully the previous ones also go down in price. And continuing with the Shazam family, here we have is Freddie Freeman. And hopefully he's not the only one that is going to be included on the Shazam family. Hopefully they do the rest of the family and not just Freddie Freeman. And finally, here we have is Mongol versus Kryptonian suit Superman. There's already people guessing that it might be the black suit Superman. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, kind of makes sense if you want people to buy this 2-pack. They're probably gonna throw in Mongol once again, repainted, make it look more like a different version of Mongol, and put the black suit Superman in there, and just force people to buy Mongol again just because everybody wants the black suit Superman. But this is just me guessing. I don't know if it's true or not, but knowing Mcfarlane, they're probably gonna do that. Heading to the Page Punchers now, here we have is Martian Manhunter. So we're gonna be getting, I believe this is the third time we're gonna be getting a Martian Manhunter figure, which I believe this time around they're gonna give us a soft goods cape, which hopefully again it's wired. Please, hopefully it's wired and not that bullcrap they're pulling out right now where they make people think that it's wired but it's not. And I'm sure this is the case with Martian Manhunter, that they're going to give him a soft goods cape because the previous ones did have a plastic cape. Part of the Page Punchers we also have is Robin from Teen Titans, number 44 of the comic book. So with this one I do have a specification of this Robin. So yeah, these two overall are Page Punchers, and they're most likely gonna be coming out with a Platinum edition also. But at the moment, I have no idea what those red Platinums are. Future Editing J here. I want to put this almost at the very end because I don't want to edit the whole thing again. And it looks like I missed out on one specific, and it looks like I missed out on a specific information here. And it is that we're going to be getting another theatrical deluxe version of Lobo, but this time around he's going to come with his motorcycle. So we're going to be getting one with just a figure, and we're going to be getting another one with his motorcycle. Now heading to the Batman animated series, here we have is Satana, and this is going to be part of a Build-A-Figure wave. But sadly, right now all I know is that Satana is part of that wave. I don't know any other information about any other characters. Only Satana. So yeah, there's gonna be another wave of Batman the Animated Series for people that have been asking me. Here it is. Here's your hope, and let me know down in the comments what characters you think will be in this Build-A-Figure wave. And lastly, for the people that collect the Cowls, here we have is Batman Beyond. Here we have is Batman Nightfall. We also have here is Red Hood, which is gonna be a red platinum, and also the Batman Nightfall is gonna be a red platinum. And we also have is Batman Noel. So for right now, there's no superpowers. I think these superpowers have not gotten anything for quite a while, now that I think about it. So yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what happened to the superpowers. And yeah, nothing for the Super Friends either. And yeah, overall, hopefully all of these become true. but as always, take it with a grain of salt, especially on some of them that I don't think will be true, but fingers crossed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.